Hello, kind, beautiful people. I hope you can hear me because I'm in my car with the air on. I'm trying to be healthier-ish, so I usually if I get a sandwich from Publix, it's usually like chips and a sandwich and something sweet. I skipped the chips today. I have some flavored water. Then I have this assortment of things. I've never had a cannoli and I've never had a tart, so that's what we're trying today. And I also have a turkey spinach wrap. And today's been interesting. I have a math test tomorrow, and I'm hoping that it will go well. I am pretty decent when it comes to homework, but I will say that I am, sanitize my hands, I am a bad test taker, and I just kind of look at the test and something about it makes like everything in my mind disappear. And if you don't know, I'm 30 and I decided to go back to school. So I haven't been in school since 2012. I graduated high school 2011, and I haven't been in school since 2012, I believe. I tried to go back for like phlebotomy in like 2020, but it was like a whole shady situation. So to me, it doesn't count. Why am I making this video today? I want to do well in school, and math is my hardest subject. I don't necessarily think that I am bad at math, but I have had not so great math teachers in high school. Right now, my math teacher is a little intense. I do take a support class, and I'm glad that I chose to take it, because you could try to test out of it. I failed the little placement test, so I had to take the class, and I don't mind it at all. But the support class is not helping. So I would need a support for a support class. Craziness, I know. But I spend a lot of my free time doing math right now. And I would like to change that. And the only way to change that is to do more math. I have to get better at the math problems in general. I need to get better at moving faster, because the last test that I took, I kind of ran out of time. And then I just started hastily trying to put answers down. But the answers that I made an effort for, I got correct. So I need to make my test taking more efficient. And so the school offers free tutoring. And so I go to tutoring twice a week, 3 times if I can. They also offer it online. The local library also has tutoring for free. So I'm using all the resources that I can, and I would just like to get better at math. But I genuinely feel like, when I leave math class, like, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm squinting, but when I leave math class, it literally feels like somebody's sitting on my chest. My chest feels heavy. And that's mainly because my instructor, he'll go through the problems really quickly and he'll say, everybody with me? And I'm always like, no. But in the math class, I'm just like, Jesus, take the wheel. Take the wheel, because I have no idea what's going on. I can follow along for the most part. I take notes. But where I'm getting a better understanding is when I do the work online. Because we have in-person class twice a week. And then we have like modules and stuff that we have to do online. So I think the last few chapters that we did was on chapter 7, part 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. And then we also did chapter 12.6. So all of those chapters, all of those sections that I named have homework for them and a quiz. So upwards of like 10 assignments altogether, and then like a review and then a test. And so I'm getting used to doing a lot of work. And then I also have to do my kids' work too, because they have homework. They're in the 2nd and 1st grade. I have 2 1st graders and 1 2nd grader. And so I have to help them with their homework too. So I wish I could not look at another piece of homework, but here we are. This was my choice. But like I said, homework is not bad for me. There's a tool online where it can help, like you can click help me solve this problem. That's really helpful. There's like study plans and stuff, and I'm gonna have to do more of those type of things to help kind of boost my confidence, because my tutor says that I have it. I just second guess. And maybe it's just what I'm telling myself, like, oh, it's been so long, you don't know what you're doing. And most of the time I am telling myself that, and then I end up not doing the right thing. So I need to build my confidence in math. This is like turkey cheese, honey mustard, cucumbers, and spinach. And it's delicious. Let's try one of these cannolis. So yeah, I'm struggling with math, but I'm of the mindset where if you keep trying, you'll get it. I've never had a cannoli before, so this is a first. I don't even know what the cannoli is filled with. That's what it looks like. Where I live, they have a store called Publix. Oh, it's soft. It's sweet, but it's not like overly sweet. It's a cross between like cream cheese and frosting in terms of thickness. Not bad. There's some chocolate covered strawberries in here too, but we can wait on that. And then there's a tart. It's cute. I guess that's like sugar water on it. Simple syrup. We're gonna try this. like this. This shell is made out of chocolate. And the custard is not super sweet. I like the texture of the custard. It's a cross between like cream cheese. It's a cross between like cheesecake and pudding. That's the best way I could describe it. That's pretty good. But overall, I feel like I'm enjoying school. I have, how many classes do I have online? I have 3 classes online and 2 classes in person. I can take my math class online. My support class, I have to take in person. But I'm kind of glad that I took math in person. I like being able to be social with people. And then my other in-person class is like critical thinking, like philosophy. And I like that as well. Sometimes it's a little boring, but I like it. And this is my first year. Semester's almost already over. I take a midterm for one of my classes already. Why did I not go to college before? Let's see. I feel like I genuinely lack the confidence. When everyone else was going to EMT school, my mind is frazzled. But when everyone else was going to college, after we graduated high school, I went to EMT school. And I went to EMT school because at that moment, I was in a program that was geared towards nursing. It was like it was an elective that was geared towards like healthcare jobs. And I just thought it would be fun to take. And at the time, they were teaching like the basic like bedside manner, CNA stuff, a little bit of nursing stuff, anatomy, physiology, those different things. They were like, it was like a little combination of all of those things. But like the hands-on aspect of the healthcare field and some of the protocols. It was just teaching that stuff. And I was like, oh man, I think I'd want to be an EMT, get in on the action and save lives. But that's generally not what I wanted to do. I genuinely wanted to go to art school. And I picked out a school that I wanted to go to, but I was too scared to take the SATs and the ACTs. I signed up for it, paid the money, and I did not show up. I already had it in my mind that I wasn't that smart. And that's just from growing up and being around people that weren't always the most encouraging. So I said, I'll go to EMT school. Went to EMT school, did pretty well in there. I finished EMT school and was at a place in my life where I really needed money. I applied for lots of jobs with my EMT certificate, but my issue was that I was young and it just was not working out. I applied for jobs for maybe about a year and nothing was happening. And I spoke with one of my old professors and there was like, you'll probably have to do some volunteer work so you can get on with the company. But I was 18 and I couldn't afford to do volunteering. So I ended up doing waitressing at like an Applebee's. And then the EMT stuff slowly started to die. And then from that point forward, I just had a lot of miscellaneous jobs, waitressing, summer camp, those kind of things. And then I had kids. I had my first kid. I think I had my first kid when I was 22. Yeah, when I was 22. And so everyone was telling me like, oh, you should just go back for the EMT stuff. But I already knew in my mind and in my heart that it was not meant for me. Look at that. Look at all that tiny bit of turkey. But I had it in my mind that the EMT stuff wasn't for me. Mentally, I couldn't handle like the sad things that happen in the medical field. Like people losing their loved ones, the vile people that hurt children, those kind of things. So that was the end of the medical field for me. And in my mind, I created all these obstacles that weren't necessarily there. And so my reason for not going to college when everyone else did was I didn't think I was good enough. But I'm at a point in my life right now where I feel like I understand myself a little bit better. And I'm ready to start making the changes to have a better life and think differently. And so now, my motto is like, you don't know until you try. And that's just from speaking to people in my life that have been uplifting and realizing that I've gone through life figuring things out. And if the time comes and something happens and I'm not gonna finish my major or whatever the case may be, I'll at least know that I've tried my very best. I put my very best foot forward. Because we really don't know what's gonna happen next. And I know uncertainty scares people, but I'm pretty sure no one predicted the pandemic. Well, some scientists probably said they did, but people are resilient and the pandemic shows a lot of things. So I feel like for now, I feel like I'm on the right path, but I don't know what it would be like a year from now or 2 years from now. I'm kind of just going with the flow at this point and trying to do my best and being a good human while I'm doing so. But that is the end of the video, and I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you for watching if you're watching. Goodbye.